class students. Okay, and last class we had started the lesson, the snake and the mirror, and I gave you the author introduction. I'll recap few points from the lesson. This lesson, the center point of the lesson is humor, the state of being funny. What is humor? The state of being funny. Fun, up to what extent it is important in our life? What are the common funniest things we face among our friends, relatives, right? The funniest things. Of course, fun is required, not every time, but sometimes. And this lesson, the center part is funny only, right? When an author suddenly, when he had seen a snake in his house, that too very closely, what were his feelings, what were the emotions, how the person has reacted. This lesson will show you very clearly. And I have finished up to page number 4, first paragraph, and I will continue the lesson in this class. Okay, students? So please open your textbooks and open the page number 4 and just look over to the page passage 2 in page number 4. I took a close look at my face in a mirror. I made an important decision. I would shave daily and grow a thin mustache to look more handsome. I was after all a bachelor and doctor. So when he started, there is a book which is related to medicine. Of course, he started reading, right? He started reading, but he was not showing any interest in reading. When he had seen a mirror before him, he started admiring his beauty, means handsome. His handsomeness, he started praising himself. As he was a doctor, that too a bachelor, and as he had given, he was a good admirer of himself. His first thought which had come to his mind is that he decided himself to shave daily. Daily, of course, doctors will maintain cleanliness and their very good consciousness they will have about their works, right? And he decided to shave daily, and he wanted to grow a thin mustache, right? A mustache on his face to make and to get a good look on his face. He wanted to grow a mustache on his face. I was after all a bachelor and doctor because he was a bachelor and a doctor. Doctor means a dignity and a great designation those days. Homeopathy doctor. I looked into the mirror and smiled. It was an attractive smile. I made another earth-shaking decision. I would always keep the attractive smile on my face to look more handsome. I was after all a bachelor and doctor too on top of it. I was, see here, beauty admirer for himself, definitely, everybody will be very attentive over their beauty, right? And even as men also sometimes, not sometimes, equally they will also give importance for the handsomeness, right? For girls we say beautiful, for boys we say handsome, right? Then for children we say pretty. Then he started admiring, he admired himself, admired of his handsome. When he had started admiring himself, always he is giving importance for the two things. First one is that he was a doctor, then he was a bachelor. So due to these reasons, he had a good demand, right? And came that noise from above. So when he was thinking all these things, as the house was very old, due to this reason there was no ceiling, there were beams. When there was no ceiling correctly onto the house, frequently he had encountered with rats. He got habituated for that. Again the sound had come when he was praising himself. Again he started hearing the sound. I got up and it lit a beady and paced up and down the room. Then another lovely thought struck me. I would get married to a woman doctor who had plenty of money and a good medical practice. She had to be fat for a valid reason. If I made some silly mistakes and needed to run away, She should not be able to run after me, catch me. So here the doctor's thoughts had diverted. Okay, he got up from the chair. He started lighting a beedi. Beedi means, of course, nowadays it is also filled up with tobacco, right? Which is very injurious to health. And actually, as he was a homeopathy doctor, he should not do that. But here in this lesson, the narrator had done it. He had lit a beedi and he heard a sound, right? He got up and had said, "Hey, come on, what has happened?" There was nothing. But again, one thought had struck in his mind. What he was that? Until that, what thoughts are in his mind? He was a bachelor, he was a doctor, he was very handsome. Right? These were the thoughts of him. And when these thoughts were in his mind, one more thought had added to his mind. What was that? Now this was time, right time I should get married. What type of girl he will marry, what qualities he was expecting from the girl. First, the girl should be a doctor and she has to do her practice. She should have plenty of money and she should be very fat. She should have a good personality. He was a thin man, right? He was a thin man. But even his wife should be very fat. For that, what funny reason this narrator had told, if she was very fat, if this doctor had done any silly mistake, he starts running now. As she was very fat, she can't run. He's not it. To catch him, she need a lot of stuff. So even she runs also, her stamina may not support her. See, funny and humor will be like this. In this lesson, the authors thought just you once imagine any person can feel like that, but this homeopathy doctor had felt a reason why he wanted a fat woman to come into his life. He said the reason is that if he had committed any mistakes, to catch him, she could not run. So due to that reason, she wanted a woman who was very fat. Okay, this was the reason. And with such thoughts in my mind, I resumed my seat in the chair in front of the table. There were no more sounds from above. Suddenly, there came a dull thud, as if a rubber tube had fallen to the ground. Surely nothing to worry about it. Even so, I thought I would turn around and take a look. No sooner had I turned than a fat snake wriggled over the back of the chair and landed on my shoulder. The snake's landing on me and my turning were simultaneous. So he had completely used his beedi, right, filled with tobacco, and finished. Again he came back to his place. Right? There was a chair before the mirror, he sat over there. Then suddenly, when a rubber tube, when it falls on the ground, what type of sound it comes? He heard that sound. But even though the doctor, he was familiar with such type of sounds. He was familiar with such type of sounds because rats, when they were moving from here to over there, to and fro, he was very familiar with such type of sounds. That's why, due to that reason, he did not react and he sat over there. When he sat over there, commonly, just he had turned over like that and he sat on the chair, and he sat on the chair over there. Suddenly he turned over. When he had turned like that, suddenly a snake crawled over the chair and faced him directly. So, here the person, the doctor, and here the snake. Simultaneous actions. What are simultaneous actions, children? Just randomly, one after the other. Immediate actions. Okay? I will tell, you will write immediately, right? So we call them simultaneous actions. When he turned over back, what was fallen over there? Immediately the snake crawled up the chair and faced him. So now the snake was in the right place before him. Both were very close now. Now the doctor and the snake was very close. Both the snake was before his face and the doctor was before the snake. Right? And it did not jump. It did not tremble. I did not jump. I did not tremble. I did not cry out. There was no time to do any such thing. He did not tremble. He did not jump. because he did not have much time to do this all. Actually, very horrible condition. Children, imagine, even from far away, if we see the snake, we'll run away, right? But now the doctor he was quite opposite to the face of the snake. It was wriggled in the sense, it is in a state of that, and it is turned over like that. It is completely turned over like that. And the snake slithered along my shoulder and coiled around my left arm above the elbow. The hood was spread out and its head was hardly 3 or 4 inches from my face. Completely, the snake slithered over the shoulder and coiled around. See, slithered in the sense, completely his shoulder, it had slithered over it, turned it over, right? Snake, how it will be? It's boneless, right? It had slithered his shoulder. It has slithered its shoulder, and what is hood? The face of the snake. What is the snake? Head part will be now part of the head. We will call that as hood. So it is slithered and slowly had surrounded his shoulder. Only inches gap. There are 2, 3, 4 inches gap. There is a gap of 2, 3, 4 inches between the narrator, means the homeopathy doctor, and the snake. Just imagine, children, how horrible state it is, right? It was very hard to be in such position. We can't imagine ourselves that very close situation to the snake is how hard to bear. But now the doctor was in such state. He can't shout, he can't cry, he can't laugh, he can't do anything. If he moves, definitely it's bites, right? See here, any animal will not attack unless we react. How we feel and we think about our safety, animal also think in the same way. In this lesson also, the snake, when it was even though it was very close to the narrator, it did not have any intention to kill him. Of course, even the doctor also, he did not have any intention. But being in such situation is very difficult. Only inches gap. It would not be correct to say merely that I sat there holding my breath. I was turned to stone, but my mind was very active. The doctor opened into darkness. The room was surrounded by darkness. In the light of the lamp, I sat there like a stone image of the flesh. I felt then the great presence of the creator of this world and this universe. God was there. Suppose I said something and he did not like it. I tried in my imagination to write in bright letters outside my little heart the words, "Oh God." There was some pain in my left arm. It was as if a thick leaden rod, a rod made of molten fire, was slowly but powerfully crushing my arm. The arm was beginning to be drained of all strength. What could I do? All my slightest movement, at my slightest movement, the snake would strike me. Death lurked 4 inches away. Suppose it struck. What was the medicine I had to take? There were no medicines in the room. I was but a poor, foolish and stupid doctor. I forgot my danger and smiled feebly at myself. So, at the time, there was only one option to the doctor. What was that, The creator of the universe. Who was that? God. Only God can help me. So, God, please help me. If I turn, definitely the snake would bite me. If it bites me, there was no medicine at his home. As he was a doctor, he started scolding himself. I'm a foolish, I'm a stupid, I'm an idiot. Because he was in such a thought, he can't blame anybody, right? He has to blame himself. So he started blaming himself that he was a stupid and idiot, and completely the room was filled with darkness. There was no room. As there was no electricity, there was only one kerosene lamp, that too on the table. He was helpless. It was the room filled with darkness. And he started saying only one word in his heart. He can't shout also. If he moves, definitely the snake would bite him. That's why completely he was like in a state of statue. How a statue will be, like that he was. And simply he was smiling innerly. He was not, because in that situation he can't do anything. It seemed as if God appreciated that. The snake turned its head, it looked into the mirror and saw its reflection. I don't claim that it was the first snake that I had ever looked into a mirror, but it was certain that the snake was looking into the mirror. Was it admiring its own beauty? Was it trying to make an incantation about growing a mustache or using the eyeshadow and mascara or wearing a vermilion spot on its forehead? Turn to the page of 6, students. I did not know anything of a certain. What sex was the snake? Was it male or female? I will never know. For the snake unwound itself from my arm and slowly slithered into my lap. From there, it crept onto the table and moved towards the mirror. Perhaps it wanted to enjoy its reflection at closer quarters. I was no mere image cut in granite. I was suddenly a man of flesh and blood. Still holding my breath, I got up from the chair. I quietly went out through the door into the veranda. From there, I leapt into the yard and ran for all as I were. Phew! Each of us heaved a sigh of relief. All of us lit beadies. Somebody asked, "Doctor, is your wife very fat?" "No," the doctor said. "God willed otherwise. My left companion is a thin, reedy person with the gift of a sprinter." Someone else asked, "Doctor, when you ran, did the snake follow you?" The doctor replied, "I ran and ran till I reached a friend's house. Immediately, I smeared oil all over myself and took a bath. I changed into a fresh clothes. The next morning at about 8:30, I took my friend or one or two others to my room to move my things from there. But we found we had little to carry. Some thief had removed most of my things. The room had been cleaned up, but not really. The thief had left behind one thing as a final insult." "What was that?" I asked. The doctor said, "My vest, the dirty one. The fellow had such a sense of cleanliness. The rascal could have taken it and used it after washing it with soap and water. Did you see the snake the next day, doctor?" The doctor laughed. "I have never seen it since. It was a snake which was taken with its own beauty." So, when the doctor, started thinking that how he has to escape, how he should escape from the snake, then suddenly the snake had seen its image in the mirror. When it had seen its image in the mirror, when he got such a thought in his mind, means what was that snake was thinking? Was it thinking about mascara, eyelash, or else a bindi over its face? And what was the sex of the snake? Was it male or female? If it is a female, can it go into the mirror? All the thoughts had come into his mind. And luckily, when the snake had seen its reflection into the mirror, it had crawled into his lap, and slowly from his lap, it went onto the table and stood before that mirror and admiring its beauty. Right? Like him, how he had admired himself, his handsomeness, how he had praised himself. Like that, the snake also started looking its beauty. When it was busy in its work, he had relieved himself, okay, and he started rushingly out of the veranda, came into the veranda, and fastly ran into his friend's house. So, in the middle of the narration, one of his friends asked, "Doctor, was your wife fat? Was your wife very fat?" Then he answered, "No, my wife was not very fat. She was so thin. And why it was decided like that? Because the God had decided like that. I should get a thin wife. So I got a very thin wife. Then when you had come out, where did you go?" "I went to my friend's house, and after that, I completely washed myself. I had taken rest over there, and next morning I came back to my room. When I came back to my room, there was nothing in his room. There was nothing, because when the snake had gone away, a thief had entered the house and had taken all of his things except one thing. What was that? His vest, his inner. his inner, which was not cleaned up. See, the thief also, he did not like to take the vest as it was very dirty and uncleaned up. He left that one thing to the narrator and he had taken away all those things with him. He left only vest to the doctor. And by seeing that, he had scolded the thief. Dirty fellow, he can take that vest also, no? He can clean it and he can wear it later, no? And one of his friends asked, doctor, then again after that incident, did you see that snake again in your life? Anytime did you see this in such state? Then the narrator had said, no, I did not see the snake in any way, in any time in my life. So, with this, we had come to the end of the lesson, students. I think all you had fun over the lesson, right? Fun is important, but life should not be a fun, right? It is a part of our life. This lesson had full of humor. Once such situations everybody will face, most of them. When we got merged with our friends, when we had been talking to our friends, definitely we will talk many things, right? Snakes, lizards, cockroaches, everybody will have a phobia. And even this person had, when he had encountered with the snake, when he faced the snake, he did not react. He was like a statue. But he had escaped at any cost, right? That was the fun. It was the funniest incident. And one more very funniest thing is that he had chosen a wife. He had chosen a wife who wanted to be a very fat woman he had expected to come into his life. But what type of woman the God had made him to enter his life? A very thin woman who was very lean, right? That was the God decision. What we expect, it does not happen in our life. What we don't, it happens, right? That's the creation of the God. It goes to the credit to him. And here we had come to an end of the lesson. Students, I'll give you the homework of meanings. Okay? Open page number 7. Open page number 7. This is your homework. Write. See, as it is our first class and first lesson, very important to know the meanings of the lesson. Of course, here those words were not very hard. Here those words were very not hard. And also most of the words, meanings, you know them. They are very familiar. Right? But it is your duty to write the meanings once. Okay? Even though it will be a recap, it will be a writing work, you will get over that. So that's why I am going to give you the homework of meanings. So write the meanings of first lesson from page number 7 one time. This is your homework, students, and also don't forget to read the lesson once again. If you read the lesson, of course I explained, but if you read it, it will be a recap to you, and also you will get a good understanding over the lesson. I hope all you will do it, and stay home, stay safe, and be cautious. Follow and sanitize yourself. Be hygienic. Take healthy food. Okay? We continue and we'll meet in our next class. Thank you.